no, no, no. No, 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 no.
This sunscreen, when they were making them, who did they have in mind when they were making them? Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Peace, and in this video I will be teaching you how to know the right sunscreen, how to choose the right sunscreen as a woman of color, a sunscreen that will protect your skin from the sun and will leave no white cast on your face and your body. We're recommending some few sunscreens that you can use as well. Sunscreen are used to protect the skin from the harmful effect of the sun. They help to prevent sunburn and premature aging like wrinkles, that's lateral skin, lateral skin. Sunscreen reduces the risk of skin cancer, also sun-like reaction. The active ingredient in sunscreen work either by absorbing the sun ultraviolet, that's the UV radiation, preventing it from reaching the deep layers of the skin, or by reflecting the radiation. We have different types of sunscreen. Like sunscreen comes in different forms. They come in cream, gel, they come as spray, they also come as stick, lip balm, whichever one. They come in different form. You can apply sunscreen generously, sunscreen 30 minutes before you go into the sun. This is to help it absorb into your skin before you go under the sun. You apply sunscreen after swimming, sweating, wiping your face off with a towel. You just need to reapply your sunscreen. Daily application of sunscreen protects your skin from the sun harmful UV ray, which can also cause darkening and pigmentation issue. While it does not directly lighten your skin, consistent use of a sunscreen can help your skin maintain its natural color and prevent further darkness. So sunscreen do not lighten your face, but once you consistently use it, it can reduce and maintain the color of your skin tone. So here brings us to the issue at hand. How do you choose the right sunscreen for your face? A sunscreen that will leave no white cast. As a woman of color, choosing the right sunscreen is very important, and as well it's difficult. So you choose the right sunscreen that does the work, protect your skin from the sun, and does not leave a white cast as well. According to the American Academy of Dermatology Association, they recommend these following things that you should look out for when selecting a sunscreen: the right sunscreen that will reduce the risk of skin cancer and early aging caused by the sun. The American Academy of Dermatology Association recommend these things. They said the first thing you should look out for when selecting a sunscreen is a broad spectrum. What this means is that a sunscreen that protects your skin from the ultraviolet A, that is UVA, as the ultraviolet A, UVA, and ultraviolet B ray, both which can prevent cancer. So when we are looking out for a sunscreen to use, you should look out for any sunscreen that is within broad spectrum. So according to the American Academy of Dermatology Association, they say when you're looking out for a sunscreen, you should look out for a sunscreen that has broad spectrum. That means it can protect your skin from the UVA rate and UVB rate as well. The second thing, according to the American Academy of Dermatology Association, to look out for when trying to get the right sunscreen for your face is SPF 30 or higher. SPF 30 means sun protection factor. That's the sun protection factor you should look out for in every sunscreen should be 30 and above. So anything lesser than that will not protect your skin from the sun. So they said, according to them, they said SPF 30 or higher. How well a sunscreen protects your your skin from sunburn. Sunscreen with SPF 30 protects the skin from 97% of the sun ray. Higher SPF can protect slightly or more, but not up to 100%. So you should look out for a sunscreen that has SPF 30 and higher than that. So the first thing was broad spectrum, a sunscreen that can protect your skin from the UVA rays and UVB ray. And the second thing was SPF 30 and above, according to the American Academy of Dermatology Association. So the third thing to look out for when selecting the sunscreen, according to them, is water resistance. Dermatologists also recommend that you look out for the word water resistant. This tells you that the sunscreen will stay on wet or sweaty skin for a while before you need to reapply. Sunscreen can last up to, this particular sunscreen, they can last up to 40 or 80 minutes, but not all sunscreen offer that. So according to them, you should get a sunscreen that is water resistant, that has water resistant, because this can last up to 40 to 80 minutes on your skin, and not all sunscreen are water resistant. Not all sunscreen can offer this as well. So according to the American Academy of Dermatology Association was broad spectrum, the second one was SPF 30 and above, and the fourth one was and the third one was water resistant. So that is according to them. According to me, in my search for sunscreen, I'm going to be giving out my personal experience and what you should look out for in selecting the right sunscreen that protects your skin from the sun and doesn't leave a white cast as a woman of color. So according to my experience, the first thing I wrote here in trying out sunscreen is the higher the SPF, the more chances of leaving a white cast. I am being serious right now. So I said, from my experience so far in trying out different sunscreen, I can say that the higher the SPF, the more chances of leaving a white cast. I am not kidding. I'm not even kidding at all. All the sunscreens that I've tried out, and they were above 50 SPF, that had like 60 SPF and above, add white cast. I'm not saying this in all situations. There was this particular one I tried out, Skin Doctor, I can't remember because I tossed it out. It had SPF 60 and it left a white cast on my face. So as a woman of color, one thing that I think you should consider is that this sunscreen, when they were making them, who did they have in mind when they were making them? I think this is going to help you to like choose the right sunscreen as well. So I tried a sunscreen from Skin Doctor, Skin Doctor, and it left a white cast on my face. So like I was saying, I said according to me, according to my experience, research that I've made, I said the higher the SPF in the sunscreen, the more chances of leaving a white cast. So as a woman of color, you want a sunscreen that will do the work, protect your skin from the sun, and also will not leave you looking like a masquerade, like a clown. So I said the more chances of the higher the SPF, the more chances of it leaving a white cast. So let me prove my points to you. So this is the Illuminate. This is it. I don't know if you can see it here. This is the Illuminate Brightening Solution Sun Protect Face and Body Lotion. So this is the sunscreen I am currently using. It has SPF 50 and PA plus the rest. So this is the sunscreen I'm using right now, and I got this one before. So this has sunblock. It has SPF 90. This doesn't leave a white cast. It is a white cast on its own. I am not joking. This is like one of the worst sunscreen I have ever used. SPF 90, SPF 50. leaves a white cast, it doesn't leave a white cast. This is La Roche-Posay Age Correct SPF 50. This is legit one of the best sunscreen I've ever used. It doesn't leave a white cast. It's very smooth on the skin. So like I said, the higher the SPF, the more chances of it be leaving a white cast. Yeah. So let's try it out. So this is the Illuminate. I'll try it on my neck here. See, blends ASAP. Blends so well. Like, let's have it. Let's try this out. So I'm just going to put like a little amount on my body. So let's blend it out. Okay. It's not blending out. Like, see? Like I said, this is white cast on its own. You don't even need to do anything. This is white cast on its own. This doesn't leave a white cast at all. So the first thing you should look out for as a woman of color when trying out a sunscreen, according to my own personal experience, is SPF. It's SPF. It doesn't have to have like a higher amount of SPF because according to the Dermatology Association of America, I messed it up. As long as it is SPF 30, it can do the work. So as a woman of color, avoid higher SPF. This is SPF 90, leaves a white cast. This is SPF 30, it doesn't leave a white cast. This is SPF 50, doesn't leave a white cast. This is SPF 50, it doesn't leave a white cast. So the more SPF, amount of SPF, the more chances of leaving a white cast. Look at, you go around looking like a clown. Look at this, blends evenly into the skin. So look out for SPF number. As long as SPF 30 and above is going to protect your skin from the sun from 95%. So it doesn't make any difference if you choose a higher SPF. It's still going to protect your skin from the sun. Also, the second point, when trying to get a sunscreen as a woman of color, I think I've mentioned this. I have mentioned this before. When trying to get a sunscreen as a woman of color, I think you should look out for the intention behind the production of this. So some of the sunscreen are made for white people. Yes, like really white people, not brown people, not black people. So when you want to get a sunscreen, I think you should do your research about this sunscreen. Yeah, do your research about the particular sunscreen you want to. If you're at a store, you can just Google it. Oh, this sunscreen, who is the manufacturer? Okay, who was it intended for? This is waterproof, but it's rubbish. Moving on, it wasn't part of what I was saying. Who was it made for? Who was it made for? White people? Was it made for black people? Who and who can use this? I think once you know this, it will help you choose a better sunscreen, because I've heard people complain a lot about like sunscreen. And don't get me wrong, because the sunscreen is SPF 50, it does not mean it will not leave a white cast. Research will help you better to know if it's going to leave a white cast or not. But I'm saying that the chances are slimmer, are much higher when the SPF is bigger. So you research about, oh, will it leave a white cast on my face? Who is it meant for? Who is it meant for? So when you get to know this, you know whether you're to purchase and whether it is right for you. I am not speaking as a dermatologist, I'm just speaking as a person who has tried a different sunscreen and it hasn't worked. So the third point, my third point from my personal experience is the brand. Yes, the brand. Which brand are you buying from? These things are intertwined, all these points are intertwined. Which brand are you buying from? Okay, I was quite skeptical about this when I was given, because it was a gift. I tried it for the first time. This is the second time I'm using it because I didn't know the brand. But dude, this sunscreen is legit one of the best I've used. No white cast at all, and it protects your skin 100%. I am not joking. Protect your skin from the sun. I do not know this brand, but these are on rare occasion. But as for this particular baby, my favorite from La Roche-Posay, like, who is the brand? Which brand are you buying from? There are a lot of reviews in the market. This is linked to my second point. Go and search them out. People have had like worse experiences with sunscreen, so I think you should look into them. What sunscreen am I trying to get? Which brand? I know that La Roche-Posay look out for all their clients. This is not a paid video, sponsored video. I know they look out for all their clients, so when I'm trying out anything from them, I know that it will not leave a white cast. This is a well-known brand that caters to people's needs. Yeah, so yeah, those are my points when looking out for a sunscreen. The first thing I said is that according to me, according to my experience, the higher the SPF, the more chances of leaving a white cast on your skin. And I said because the SPF is 50 and above does not mean that it will not leave a white sunscreen, but the chances are quite slimmer with a little amount of SPF. And I also say that you should like do your research to know if the SPF is made for women of color or for white people. I think that is very, very important, and we miss it a lot. And the third thing I said is that know the brand you're buying from. Like, go check out other people's review, know the brand that you're buying from. Yeah, so that is the end of this video. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope it was helpful, and please do not buy this sunscreen. I will keep saying it until it gets to everybody's ear. Do not buy this sunscreen. If you're a woman of color, this is trash. Do not buy it. Yeah, see, my neck is still with the swear, and this illuminate is giving. It's giving what it's supposed to give. So yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. If you have like any other point, any other thing that you want to add when choosing a sunscreen, let me know in the comment section. Let's have a good talk in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching to this point, and I hope this video was helpful. I really hope it was helpful. If it was, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye.